I'm waiting for me to connect. How are you? Sorry for the delay, but I'm glad that everybody got in here while I was having all my shenanigans. I hope you guys are doing awesome, and thanks for waiting on me. So sorry about the technology. As long as we're sideways, though, I am totally fine with that. All right, I'm going to bring you guys down slightly because I want to make sure that I get all of area here and that you guys have the biggest area too. Yeah, I think we're good now. How's everybody doing? Yeah, we miss Sherry and Mom. Hi, Sherry and Mom, we miss you. And we know that you will enjoy the play. Check the live chat so that you can see all how much you guys were missed. Hey, Lisa, thanks. Yay, I know. Saw that you joined the crew. And Janice also joined. Thanks for joining, guys. The crew is the best. I'm going to talk about it, of course, as always. But who has not redeemed their bonus coupons? Because what are you waiting for, people? You got to redeem those bonus coupons because it's funny. Don't let it go to waste. You have until the end of the month to redeem those. I'm going to remind you. And so that's why that's always first, because it's important. You have until the 31st to redeem those $5 coupons, okay? And then for this month through the end of the month, you can use those $5 coupons on 15% off DSP. Did you get some DSP, Roxanne, when you redeemed? How about you, Kimberly? Did you buy any DSP? Because it's not like we can't always buy more DSP. Haley, thanks for joining us. So don't miss out. The Designer Series paper is 15% off, and you can use your coupons so you can get double dipped on the savings, okay? And then the papers that are included are Bright and Beautiful, Countryside Inn, Country Lace, Country Woods, Full of Life, Lane, Mediterranean Blooms, Perennial Lavender, Take to the Eye, Thoughtful Journey, To Market, Unbounded Beauty, Wildly Flowering, and Winter Meadow. There's a ton of paper on this list. Well, Monica, that means you have to put a new order in so that you can get your paper. Oh, Roxanne, I hope it doesn't get lost either. That was horrible. Hi, Joyce. How are you? Okay, guys. So if you spend $50 in my online store in any month, you will get my tutorial bundle. And the August tutorial bundle has 37 projects. So I'm quite excited about it. And I hope that you will as well when you get it. I'm in the process of figuring out how to get it on my website so that you guys can just redeem it yourself as soon as you put in that $50 order. So I will keep you abreast, and once I know I have it up there and you guys can grab it. Let's talk about the Inky crew because it's near and dear to my heart. Inky Hands Crew is a group that I started to give extra video tutorials to those who really enjoy my content. And we have created a community. We have a Facebook group, which Lisa, you will get an invite to. And Janice, if you are watching on replay or if you pop in later and watch the beginning of the replay, I will send out that information. And once you are part of the crew, then you're going to get every Friday, you will get 2 video tutorials. So on the months that there are 5 Fridays, you'll get 10, and on the months that there are 4 Fridays, you'll get 8. And starting with Halloween, you're going to get way more because I'm still going to do my 2 lives, but the rest of my Halloween 8 days will be for the membership. So I may be more frequently the videos. So There's like a little gnat flying around here driving me crazy, and if you guys see me doing this, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to kill this little gnat that's gonna be at my pest tonight. Okay, so I got distracted because of that gnat. Georgia, how are you? I'm so happy to have you on here with us. How do you make Georgia feel welcome? Yay! I'm so happy that you found us and that you're in here with us. We are the funnest group on the internet. Thank you so much. Okay, so the way the membership group works is you'll get the videos and then you will have access to way more content than what I do. And I do extra special things. We also have sketch challenges and color challenges. And we have a Facebook group. Hey, Meleda, how are you? So if you haven't thought about it, go to my website, inkyhandswarmhearts.com, and then you want to go to the menu and find memberships and read all about it to have you be one of my Inky Hands crew. All right, so Fiesta, we just had this on Saturday, and we had the best time. Every other Saturday, I host a card class at a Mexican restaurant. We call it Card Fiesta. And the next one will be on the 24th. So I hope that if you are in the Virginia Beach area, that you will hang out with us and come to Card Fiesta. So that's meant, yay, paper pumpkin kits have shipped for July. I'm sorry, for August, and the September kit is called Autumn Abundance. Look at this cute little snail. And this little leaf is so cute. And then this leaf here, the add-on dies. The July one went with the floral kit. The August went with the birthday kit. And then the September goes with our autumn abundance. And there is our leaf. You see they have it tucked in over here. So include some whimsical paper cutouts. I'm like super, it's going to have 9 cards, 3 each, 3 designs. The projects include printed cards, coordinating envelopes, laser cut card fronts, ephemera, and embellishments. And these are the colors: Cajun Craze, which is our Stampin' Spot, Crush Curry, Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, Very Vanilla, and Wild Wheat. So very autumn in colors. And I think it's going to be really fun. I'm really excited about it. I am getting 2 boxes. All right. Kits collection. Let's talk about the kits collection real quick. Yeah, I love when the weather breaks and it's not quite so hot, right? So the kits collection is like Paper Pumpkin, but you get to know what comes and what cards are in the kit. And in August, we came out with 2 kits. We have 2 every month. It's a Christmas kit. So if you want to get started on some Christmas cards, this kit is 8 cards, 4 each, 2 designs. It's a stamping kit, so you'll get a stamp set. And it is $23. The item number is 164401. And then there is a Halloween for Halloween decor. So if you want to make this paper haunted house, I just think it's so cool. It's $18, item number 164376, and this kit is going to be awesome. I hope that those of you who want to join us for the open Zoom stamp will send me an email so that I can send you the link to Zoom and you guys can hang out with us at 3 p.m. on Sunday the 18th. It's Eastern Standard Time, and you can come at 3 and leave whenever you have to. Like, there's no time limit, and we'll just leave whenever it is time to leave. But maybe if you already have this kit ordered and you get it, you'll put it together. Maybe I'll be putting it together on the 18th. You never know. You guys know I love Halloween. Okay, speaking about my design team, Creativity Abounds, I'm part of a design team with some pretty awesome ladies. And for the month of August, we are going to do another fun fold tutorial bundle. It's one of our most popular. We sell the most of fun fold, so I guess they do it twice a year. I haven't done a full year cycle with them yet. So June was, I think, my first month. It might have been May, but I can't remember 100%. And so I haven't done a full year, but this is our second of our fun folds, and they have amazing projects. You don't have to have the stamp set. If you don't have the stamp set, you just substitute something else, but you can make the same cool fun fold, and it's always cool to learn that. So Wednesday the 21st, we're going to have a blog hop, and you'll get to see the alternate cards that you can make with what kind of fun folds are in the fun fold PDF, and then you can purchase that from my online store. And I also have Halloween paper piecing patterns from last year and the year prior if you want to get a jump start on Halloween projects. And then one last thing I want to talk about real quick is the new catalog. So if you have been a customer and spent $50 or more with me in the year, you will be getting one of the mini catalogs. So yeah, so this is what it looks like on the cover, and it's actually a little more green. It's like Lost Lagoon colored. This is the color of it. And this is all I'm allowed to show you. But you should be getting yours soon, and let me know when you do so that I know that what I paid for it, you have gotten, okay? So this week we're using sketched butterflies. So this is the bundle, and the stamp set has 10 stamps in it, and the dies have 8. They're really beautiful, and the card is pretty awesome. So I'm going to show you how to make our card, but I want to talk a little bit about what we're using. We're going to be using the folder called Distressed Tile, this one right here, number 7 on page 129, and then the ribbon, which I think is fantastic, is number 16 on page 113. It's this ribbon right here. And so I'll show it to you on bring the card up for you guys to see what we're going to be doing today. And I'm going to put my little papers in my catalog so I don't lose those. All right, so here's our card. And this card is super awesome. Can you see in the background the distressed tile? Pretty cool, right? The embossed here, this is silver embossing powder. And then this is the ribbon. So it's fantastic. This ribbon is, it's like perfectly made for this card. John, can you make sure that Johanna is not on her PS5? Because I don't see me going in and out, but maybe I am. No, ever since the internet broke, I don't know what's been going on, but things have been happening. And then I used the, what are these called? Oh my gosh, deckled circles. So let's go ahead and get started, and I am going to show you how to make this really fun card, okay? So one of the things that we're going to do with this card is we're going to start with a piece of Night of Navy. It's 8.5 by 5.5. Thank you, Lisa. And it is scored at the halfway point, 4 1/4, and we're going to go ahead and burnish our card. This is our base, and we're going to go ahead and set that to the side. And then we're going to have a piece of Night of Navy. And it's 1/4 of a sheet. We're going to trim it down. I mean, actually, we're not going to trim it down. I lied. We're no trimming down. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I tell you guys, how do you put up with me? We're not going to be doing that. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do the splatter. That's what we're going to start with, okay? So we're going to start with this piece, and I'm going to show you how we get the splatter piece. So I have used the metallic enamel effects. Does anybody own these? So these are super awesome. And they come in these 3 metallic colors. So you get silver, copper, and gold. And that's what I used to do our background, okay? So what I did, I'm gonna start with, gonna grab a clear block because you know that's always our friend, right? So we're going to take and we're gonna squirt some gold, like just a little blob, onto our block. And then we need a little water. So I'm gonna get a pretty little bowl that I have. I got it when I was in Texas at a pottery place. I'm like obsessed with pottery. Like I wish I had the skills to make cool pottery. Excuse me. All right, so you need a little water and like a paintbrush. Let me move this out of the way. And we're gonna put some water down here. And we're going to mix the water. And you can see it vibrates a little bit, but just keep playing with it. And just add a little bit more. Yeah, John really loves this ribbon on the card. It looks amazing there. So we're gonna add a little more and get it a little thicker. Okay, there we go. So you want it to be milky, but you definitely want it to have that pearlized, I'm moving my water out of the way. You want it to be milky, but you want it to have that pearlized color. All right. So we're gonna start with that one. Gonna grab my box. You guys know I have my splatter box. So we'll grab that and open it. It's my little Stampin' Up splatter box. You have to just get it in place. Then we're gonna take our piece of cardstock and drop it in there. Okay. Whoops. All right, so I'm just grabbing some of, I'm gonna bring it to the camera so you guys can see. Grabbing some of this and I'm just splattering it down. And it's going to be all over the place with my paintbrush. And you just kind of keep going till you're happy with how much you have of each color. So we're going to do the same thing with all the colors. So I'm going to clean my paintbrush. Gonna clean my block, and on to the next color. We'll do copper next. Do you guys own these enamels? Gonna grab my water. Hopefully I can do all this on the camera and not make a mess. It's hard to show. So you're just gonna mix that in. And there is that reddish copper. Yeah, they're pretty awesome. You can do lots of different things with them, but I bet you've never done this before. Leave it to me. If there's a way to make a mess, I'm the one to do it. And I know you guys think that I'm not messy, but I really am. Come on, get in there. Especially like my sister thinks that I'm not. I'm gonna add, because I clean up as I stamp, but doesn't mean I'm not messy. Okay, so now I'm just adding some smaller flecks by slamming it against the block. All right, so there's our second color. Time to move on to color number 3. So we have 3 colors in there. I'm just gonna, baby wipes are really awesome because they purge your color really well, and especially on camera like this, can't just go to the sink and rinse. So thank goodness for my baby wipes. So there is number 2. Let's start with our last color, which is our silver. What are you guys thinking of it so far in the splatter? You can't see it yet. We're gonna dry it, Georgia. I'm gonna show you. Okay, so here sorry, I was doing it off camera, but just add a little silver. And again, I'm gonna bring my little water up here. Hopefully I don't make a mess. You see, you don't need too much water, just a little. You just want it to be runny enough to be able to be splattered. And I love these 3 colors. And I thought that butterflies needed some class, right? They needed classiness. So add some small splatters. We don't want them all to be big. Gonna add a tiny bit more in this corner. I feel like this corner's been neglected. And then this corner maybe. There we go. All right, that's good for now. Let's clean up my mess with our last baby wipe. And look, I splattered even the bottom of my block. But see how if you clean it while it's still wet, cleans up good. And you know these blocks are the best. They literally are awesome for doing any kinds of ink techniques or anything like that. All right, so there's my paintbrush out of the way. So just get a cheap paintbrush. And now I'm gonna pull out my piece. All right, moving my splatter box. Oh, our little splatter box is always fun. Okay, so here it is. I'm gonna get a gun and we're gonna start heating it up. If you're impatient like me, the heat gun is the way to go. All right, so I'm gonna hold this end here. Now, some places it's extra thick. Hi, Julie. How are you today? So when you have the larger pieces, the thicker pieces like that gold, can you see how it's kind of bubbly? See how it starts to pop? As it starts to dry, it's going to happen. You're going to get these bubble pieces. See, there's another one. And you want that to happen because you want it to be dry. But what I did was I just smushed down with my finger. I smushed it down. And you can see it's not on my fingers, like it's not paint on my fingers, but it just flattens it out. You just flatten those bubbles out because they're basic dry. That's the only part that's up. And then you just smash those down. Can you guys see that? I'm glad you're doing it. So then you're just going to keep going and heating this up and until you have all of your thicker pieces bubbled up and push them down. Okay, and I'm not going to make you guys wait for the pin. I made one for us ahead of time. But I wanted to show you the process so that you would know how to flatten them. And if I didn't show you, you wouldn't know what to do. But that's what you're going to do, okay? Until they're all flat. And then you will have this. There is texture to them. That you can feel like raised pieces. There's definitely texture on top, but pretty cool. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get our big guy and we're going to put it through the distressed embossing folder. So let me grab it. So we're going to place this in here. I love this embossing folder. It literally, I think it's one of my most favorite folders. I think it rivals Subtle. Does anybody remember the Subtle embossing folder that used to make things look like linen? All right. So let me open it. There it is. Hopefully you guys can see. It's hard sometimes to see things, but I hope you can see the beautiful embossing on the background. Me either, Rose. That was like one of my most favorite. I was gutted when they took that Subtle away from me. Oh my gosh. I still think it's an amazing folder. They should bring it back. There's been nothing like it, and I love the textured look of the paper. Don't you just love how textured it looks, that Subtle? All right, so now we have run our piece through, and this is going to get glued right on top of our, gosh, I can't even think right now. My brain is fried from trying to get us online today. I'm being silly, I know. Oh my gosh. It's just that sometimes I'm just like, hey, one more thing. Like, how many things can possibly happen to one person? All right, so let's grab our silicone mat. Put some adhesive on the back. And I had used all of these metallics. Hard to be metallic. And then I thought, well, how am I going to color these butterflies now that I've made this background? Because I didn't have this card planned out in my brain. I just thought, I wonder if I could use those enamel effects and splatter a dark colored background. Of course, I didn't really think it through. And then I was like, okay, I wonder if I can emboss it. And then I embossed it and I love that. And then I was like, okay, I think I want it to show a little more than it does. So what I did was I have a sponge dauber that I've used with white, Whisper White craft ink. And so I kind of put it in the Whisper White. And then I grabbed a scrap paper and I just rubbed some of it off because I didn't want it to be too intense. But I wanted it to bring out the pattern. I'm going to bring you guys down so that you can see. Hopefully I'm stay in camera good. Let's see, like that. Okay. So then what I did was I just brushed that very lightly over. Let me try again. I think I might have took too much off. There we go. All right, that's too much now, but basically, see how it pops it out? So let me take a little bit more off. But I just rubbed, and then I rubbed the top of my card with the white. What was left over on my piece. You see how it really brings that out of the card? And then you can take a, I keep a microfiber cloth that I use for stamping. You can take some off so that you have it kind of in the cracks, but you can still see the beautiful metallic because you don't want to dull your metallic. But that's how I made that sing folder really stand out on this project. I think it's so beautiful. Okay, so then I thought, well, how am I going to do these butterflies? Because literally they're gold and copper and silver, and we don't have gold and copper and silver to color with. So I did the closest thing that I could find to gold, copper, and silver. And what I did was I used Wild Wheat Dark, okay, Smoky Slate Light, and this one is part of the Natural Tones blends. It's SU400, which is part of the Deep Medium or the Medium Deep pack. Yeah, this is so pretty. I adore this and how sparkly and shiny it is in person. Okay, so what I did was I have my butterflies. I gotta find them now. I have misplaced them. Okay, here we go. So we have one of the large, two of the small, and one of the sideways. And when you buy this stamp set, you get the large, and then this is small, this one's the medium, and then you have a sideways. These little ones don't get die cut out. The dies only cut these four right here. So I went ahead and decided to color them with these three colors. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So I'm gonna bring in a scrap, and we'll start with Dark Wild Wheat on the large butterfly. Do you guys have this stamp set? I think it's such a pretty set. And I'm gonna do Smoky Slate Light all over this part. And remember, these blends lighten as you color with them. All right, let's do this side. I love how fast you can color with blends. Makes me happy. It's the little things. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess. All right. I forgot to do the body with. All right, so then we're gonna come in with this one with our copper, our dark copper color. So pretty. And I'm gonna do these lines on my butterfly. And then I'm gonna do just this outer edge here around this part of the butterfly. And I think it really helps to tie it in when you do those lines. So see, one's done already. It's very quick. I love that you can color with blends so quickly, which is why I went ahead and decided to do it with you guys so that you could see how I colored them. So there's our big butterfly. Hey, Debbie. All right, so we're gonna start with this little sideways, and this color will be right here. This is the color I'm gonna use for this portion of this butterfly. I love these natural tones blends. I use them for so many things. I bought them originally because I wanted to be able to do skin tone and hair color, but I love them for so many other things. I'm gonna bring this butterfly in because this butterfly is also getting this right here. And I don't know if I did the one on the inside the same. No, I did it different. So this one is the inside one. It's getting this portion. All right, that's it for that one. Do any of their bodies need to be this color? No. All right. So back to gold or wild wheat. I love it because it's like when I first saw this color, I was like, I'm never going to use that wild wheat color. What was Stampin' Up thinking? How could they have put this in our in colors? Are they crazy? But I literally love it. I love it now. But at the time I thought, this is insane. This color isn't even pretty. Why did they give us color? But I made myself use it, and the more that I used it, the more that I fell in love with it. And I'm really glad now that I've used it because I love it now. For gold, when I don't want to emboss, I don't want to pull out all the embossing stuff and I want gold, then I use it for that. All right, smoky slate, and then we'll be done with our butterflies. Do the body. And then the one inside gets silver here and here. And then this side here. And around here. All right, this is our inside butterfly. It's separate. Okay, so there's all our coloring. Here's our card. I'm gonna try and bring it in there so you guys can see. All right, let me get this paper out of the way. Let's see, glue. Gonna tie our bow next. So this ribbon is absolutely gorgeous. If you don't have it, it's called Night of Navy and Gold. There is the name of it, and it's 162011. Yeah, these blends are awesome, Debs. How did you have fun, Debbie? I bet you had a great time. All right, so we're gonna just, I don't know how many inches. I'm just gonna, let me bring you guys back up a smidge so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I don't know how many inches I'm grabbing of ribbon. I just, when I do them on a seam binding like this, I call it like a book binding or whatever on the edge, I just don't cut it because I never know how much I need. So I'm gonna put it down here like that. And so on this end here, I'm gonna leave about the same amount as I have on that side. And I'm just gonna cut it. Okay. And this ribbon is so gorgeous. Let me move this over. Okay. So beautiful. There we go. Okay. So there it is. Look at that sparkle. It's so gorgeous. Deb, that's awesome. I'm glad you got some days off. Oh, and I forgot, ahead of time, I went ahead and took the thank you from the stamp set. So there's a sentiment that says thank you. And I used Versamark ink and silver embossing powder. And I embossed our little thank you. So this is everything is gonna get popped up. So I think I'm gonna need some new dimensionals because I'm almost out of this one. And if you know me at all, you know I use 1 billion dimensionals, so you know I'm gonna run out. Maybe I'll be all right because I could put some with let's see if I have one more. There we go. Because this one's going to get glued flat. Like, let's get the minis out and see if I can fill in with minis. One more here. But I do need the big ones for the circle. I do have them on my desk. I just have to pull them out. I think I have them, yes. Oh, those are minis. I have to grab a big package. I keep them in front of me because I go through them so much. There's another one. Okay. So I'll put 3 on this one. Oh, the little circle. All right, and then I think I'm gonna do, since I have them out, I'm gonna put one more in the middle there. All right, let's move all these guys out of the way. Move our beautiful ribbon. Yeah, Deb, you deserve it. I'm so happy that you got some time off and that you were able to have some fun in Chesapeake. Should have called me, we could have had coffee. Although I've been super busy this week. Okay guys, so let's start attaching. I'm gonna grab my take your pick tool. This one goes on the inside. All right, let's start with the big butterfly. All right, so we're gonna add our big butterfly up here. Flying, the wing is gonna be a little bit over that ribbon, but that's okay. Pretty. Let's add our sentiment so we can figure out where we can place the others. Let's put this one down here. So our thank yous. I don't want to cover up that big blotch because I love it. Put that one like that. Oh no, you didn't get to shop. What did you do, Deb? Just stamp the whole time? Or just like hang out by the pool? All right, Olive Garden and coffee next time for sure, 100%. And we could shop if you want. Let's go shopping. I'm getting ready to do 28 days of Halloween. I don't think I'm going to be doing any shopping other than candy soon. All right. All right, so this is gonna go like this. Let's trim our ribbon a little because it's a little crazy, which I left my scissor out for that reason. I just wanted to make sure that I had enough and that I let enough be out. Look at that. Okay, let's work on the inside. So because we have this whole like metallic theme, what color do you think I went for the inside liner? Everybody guess what color they think the liner on the inside is. I'm gonna put a couple things away. I'm waiting on you to pick. Silver. I went with smoky slate because I just felt like it would look so good with this Night of Navy. What do you guys think? Does it look good with that color? Do you think I should put wild wheat in there instead? You want to try one with wild wheat? Actually missed this little part here of my butterfly. What do you guys think? Smoky slate or wild wheat? Julie, I used the enamel effects, so you'll have to watch the replay if you missed me splattering with it. All right, let me go get wild wheat, and then you guys can make a decision. I'll put them both with the navy, and you guys can choose. All right, here's wild wheat. I have to cut it down if we're going to use it. So we'll open the other card, and then you guys can decide. Yes, Debbie, that ribbon is still available. It's called Night of Navy and Gold. This is the item number. I think so too. I think it's too bright. Let's go with the smoky slate. So before we glue it in here, do a little splatter, but this one's a little more cold. So I'm just gonna grab a sheet of paper, which I have stamped a billion trillion butterflies this week. Okay, and I'm gonna use my Stampin' Up marker. And I wanted the splatter to go inside as well. So this is a navy Stampin' Up marker. I'm going to use the brush tip. And I'm going to just put the inside the cap and splatter it all over my paper. So now we have a little bit of the splatter from the outside, inside. And then can you see that the lid kind of gets a little bit dirty? So I grab like my little cloth or baby wipe and I just stick it in there and clean the cap. And then I can put my marker back in there. All right, so now we're going to attach our butterfly in the corner. See how cute it is with those little baby splatters on it? And it matches. Actually, you're right. It does, Kimberly. Rudy. I can't think of Notre Dame without thinking of that. Are you a Notre Dame alum? All right, so there's our butterfly, and now let's add it to our card. And there is our splattered butterfly inside. Isn't that so pretty? All right, so now we have cards. And you can see they're so pretty. I love this look. I'm so glad I tried it. And I was adventurous and I thought, what the heck? Let's put these enamel effects and use them for more than just making enamel dots or embellishment pieces, right? Let's have a little fun with them. I'm gonna bring you guys back up. And hopefully you'll be able to see everything and not any messes. Let's see, right, would be good. I always make a mess when I'm trying to set this back up. Let's just pull that down and then we'll be good. I think I'm crooked. All right. So I have used the sketched butterfly, and these are the dies. There's actually some really intricate detailed if you want to use those. And this baby detailed one has a solid color so that you could layer it over the top. Other ones don't. This one's a chain of 3 connected, and then this one's by itself. And it matches this one so you could put a solid color behind it. So this is a really cool die set. And then, of course, we used the second smallest deckled circle and the gorgeous distressed tile embossing folder. I'm in love with that embossing folder. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me this week. I hope that you enjoyed the process. Sorry that I was a little late getting on, but I think it all worked out. I hope that you had fun. Kimberly, do you know that I have a friend that used to work for Notre Dame? Actually, he still does, but now he lives in Illinois, but he used to work right there on campus. Yeah, give it a try, Julie. Try something different. It's definitely fun. And I think that it's exciting to have a really sparkly card with a cool distressed background, right? Who knew that we had gold, silver, and copper blends? But we do. You guys have a fantastic night. Thanks for hanging out with me. Me and John are going to go do dinner now, so thanks for hanging out. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you haven't. Be stamping, guys.